Hello and welcome to today's Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance reading with me, Rose. Today we're having a look at what the animals of the Appalachian Trail are going to share with us. What messages have they got for you and what guidance have they got for you now? You can watch this at any point. It's not time restricted at all. So just use this and save it to come back to if you need to in the future. But I just thought I'd share this with you because I recently came back from seeing my family in North Carolina and Tennessee, and I did take a little walk along the Appalachian Trail. Just over the border of Tennessee is where I got on it, past a place called Elk Park. So the Appalachian Trail is 2,197 miles long. It's humongous. So I only did a little bit of it myself. And it spans from Georgia all the way up to Maine along the east side of North America. So there were loads of animals that I was having a look at working with today for this card reading, and hopefully some of those will come out in some of the readings individually as part of Pile 1, 2 or 3. But for now, the ones I've chosen so far is the elk. So just have a little look at that card. The elk have been introduced. They were, the numbers were near extinction in the 1900s, and they've now been introduced more into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee, but you can find them on the Appalachian Trail there. So that's Pile 1. Now for Pile 2, what actually came out was the grizzly bear. However, there aren't any grizzly bears on the Appalachian Trail, so I've gone with the beautiful black bear. That's Pile 2. And then Pile 3, we've got the heron. So just take some nice deep breaths, nice and deep into your stomach, and just feel which one jumps out at you more. And then when you're ready, you can just go to the description and there's timestamps so you can choose straight away which card you want. So whether it's Pile 1, Pile 2 or Pile 3, and click on the timestamp and it will take you directly to your reading. If you want to work with me directly, do visit www.foxglovecoaching.com, and I am a coach of love and life, and I do one-to-one spiritual guidance readings as well, so you can contact me via there for either therapeutic style coaching or spiritual coaching. There's all sorts of different things. You can just check out more about what I do at that website. And I'll see you in the readings. Hello, Pile 1. So you chose the elk, which shows nobility. It says, celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So this is the overriding feeling about your reading, so we'll look into that further. Let's just put that to one side for a minute. We'll probably come back to that, and let's have a look what we've got. So I've tried to go as many animal cards as I can in this reading. So the first one we've got is mountain goat. There's something out of balance in your life, so do whatever you need to do to correct it. Okay. Then we've got Wolverine. You're a lot tougher than you think you are. Okay, so straight away we've got a picture that's starting to be created in that there may be some disharmony within yourself, or you may be feeling more negative than you normally do because things are out of balance. So you've possibly been doing too much work, giving too much of yourself, or spending too much time on your own, things like that, which are meaning that your life is out of balance and therefore your soul is crying out for something else. But there might be a fear around making the changes to rebalance your life because it's saying you're a lot tougher than you think you are here. This is a very proud card, the Elk card. It also suggests that sometimes, and bearing in mind this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, but sometimes maybe your pride or maybe your ego can get in the way every now and again because you've reached a certain point in your life and it can be difficult to let go. Now, when you have achieved a certain status in life of success or people thinking well of you and all these different kind of elements that give you a certain status, it can be really hard and scary to make a change because all of a sudden you might not be this anymore. You might not be the big fish in the little pond. You might not be seen with reverence and appreciated for all that you've done when you start to change things and rebalance your life. And that can be hard. So, for example, say if you retired, you've suddenly become a different person and all the prestige that you had in the role that you were working as because people understood what you were capable of, what you were doing, they knew you. Sometimes all of that can be gone when you seek to rebalance your life. Now, this isn't necessarily about retirement, but what I mean is when we've made a secure place for ourselves in the world, we don't always want to rock that boat in case people stop thinking well of us or people stop seeing how much we've achieved. So just bear that in mind. Let's see what else there is, because that will help us to understand the rest of the message. Oh, wow. So there's Wolf Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. This is so interesting with what I've just said because it's stating to release your past and start a new journey. And it can be the fear of letting go of who you've been perceived as, but you are a lot tougher than you think. So just open your mind to the potential because there's somewhere in your life you need to rebalance things. You can't continue the way you are doing because it'll be at a detriment to yourself. So that little goat is a mountain goat. So it climbs mountains all the time. It's brave. It jumps around. It's not worried about if it stands at the bottom of a mountain, it's not afraid. It's just going to go, oh, right, I'm just going to do this and I'm going to enjoy it. And from my perspective and what's coming through, it has fun because it jumps and leaps about and it's its natural terrain. So you are tough enough to make these changes and you'll be able to, this is still part of who you are. This element of everything you've succeeded in, the wisdom of that and the achievements all go towards developing the soul element within you. So you never lose that. Let's just see what else is going on. Okay. Wow, this really feels like it's a transformational, making some life changes kind of reading. So we've got here penguin. I want to take a moment just to say, look how cute that is. Look how cute that little penguin is there, snuggling in. And it says authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. So again, this is again telling you that you can be unique. You don't have to conform to what you think you once were. You're able to change the story of what your life looks like whenever you want to, because you are full of surprises and ideas and creativity. just be yourself without trying to put a label on who you are or what you're doing. Reach out to your tribe in times of need, and family gives you strength. So this can be your soul tribe. So family doesn't have to be blood related. It can be close friends, people that are in your life, and romantic relationships, those who you feel safe and secure with, and those who light you up and allow you to be just yourself. Turn to those now to have conversations maybe about finding this new path. Where do you need to go? How is your life out of balance? Let them be your cheerleader to show you that you really are tougher than you think, so you can make the changes that you need to find more hope and happiness within your soul. Okay, the next card that we have got, I don't know what kind of butterfly that is, or if it's a butterfly, if it's a moth. I don't know what the difference is, but it's very beautiful. And it says to volunteer. So this could be literally volunteering for a charity. It could be just putting yourself out there to do the things that you enjoy doing without looking for return. And sometimes that in itself will help to bring more joy into your soul, because your soul likes to be needed, as each individual's on the whole being needed and being able to give without looking to receive can make you feel so much better about yourself, and it may help you to find the direction that you should be going in going forward. Let's put that one just there. Right, the challenge card. Now then, so when I shuffled these, we had 2 challenge cards. Oh, wow, that's amazing. So this is the first challenge card is Polar Bear Mystic. Know that challenges, first challenge card is about challenges. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Wow, that is stunning. And I'm part of a shamanic group run by a very dear friend of mine. So I am very on board with this card because there are so many fantastic elements to shaman practices. But let's just see what the other challenge card was that went with this. So we've got the elephant, which is greatness. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem, which is interesting because we had that in Wolverine as well, that you are tougher than you think. You will naturally and easily achieve success. So I feel like this reading at the minute is a really big cheerleading reading to you to go. Tune into your heart space and go for what you want. And if you don't know what you want, have a go at all sorts of different things and put yourself out there, because there's a new path for you to find and a new way of being authentic. The challenge is believing that you are capable of changing things, believing that you are more than you are. This card makes me think of The Greatest Showman, that and if you've seen that film, you'll know what I mean. But if you haven't seen that film, it really, really brings into your heart space the acknowledgement that you are so much greater than you've ever given yourself credit for in your authentic uniqueness, and that applies to each and every one of us, that we can be more than we're giving ourselves credit for. And a lot of this is in keeping with your spiritual aspect of who you are. You need to believe that you are really able to use psychic abilities, work with the shamanic or shamanistic elements within you, have faith that you can be this spiritual person with these gifts, whether that's healing gifts, the gift of seeing, the gift of mediumship, all those sort of energy, spiritual gifts that are out there. You really have that capability within you, and you just need to believe that. Right, let's just have a look at what the advice cards are now. I'm going to move that way because we weren't meant to have two cards here, but the Spirit chucked them out for us to see. So they're the challenge elements. This is advice. So the first one that we've got is peace of mind. So peace of mind is actually more of our natural state. Humans struggle to regulate their nervous systems. Unlike the nature, unlike animals, actually, just because we're looking very much at animals, when they're chased by lions and, or predators, their adrenaline kicks in, they move fast and they take action to try and avoid the consequences of that. However, not too far down the line, they've then relaxed again and they carry on doing what they're doing without concern that the lion's still going to get us. Now, as humans, for some reason, we struggle to let that go. We become attached to a story that things aren't okay, when actually they are. It's something in the past that may have made us feel like things weren't okay, whereas actually in this present moment, we can actually be at peace. And there's a Reiki statement that says, just for today, choose peace. And if you start each day with that and then go through your day making decisions based on what would bring you peace, then that will help you loads. So I think you just need to calm your nervous system down a little bit, allow yourself to feel more peaceful, so that you can go through this process of choosing something that brings more balance to your life. The next advice card we have got is parenting and children. So because that's next to this peace of mind, there may be either new children being brought into the world. I don't know if you can see that. I didn't realise what it was. So there is the baby fairy with the wings on, and there is the adult fairy there. So you may need to allow yourself to stop worrying so much where either young children involved or adult children. So when I say adult children, sometimes we have people in our lives who want us to behave like a parent to them, even though they're grown up. And I do see that in all sorts of different dynamics of relationships. So just bear that in mind, that you may need to just consider thinking to yourself that they're fine, and allow yourself to believe that they're fine, because we can get into a habit of worrying about people when actually they're perfectly capable of taking care of themselves and making their own choices. So that's just to allow yourself to have more peace around the area. Right, this is more advice cards. So the next one we've got, let your light shine brightly. Okay, that ties in very much with being your authentic self, with knowing that you have a greatness with regards to any spiritual, energetic or healing work that you'd like to be part of. And then the final advice card is follow positive feelings. That's perfect, because that will help you follow your bliss. Do what makes you shine from inside. If something makes you, let your light shine brightly. It will shine brightly if you do what makes you feel good. And that is the advice that we've got around what's going on for you, and the advice that the animals are bringing through. Now, I do like to do a final concluding card, but again, 2 fell out on this pile. So the first one we've got from the unicorn packs, because I didn't say if the animals were going to be real or mystical, although Scotland is investigating whether they think unicorns might be real now. I don't know enough detail about that to share it with you, but I'm just going to put that out there. The first one, okay, teamwork, and then we've got listen to your true feelings. So I feel like teamwork joins in with reaching out to your tribe. Well, in fact, I think it reaches out to this card a lot because it's about being authentic. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. Work with others to make this situation come about. So I think part of this is not only about talking and speaking with your tribe about how your life may be feeling out of balance and what you need to do to bring in something that's a little bit more of a positive feeling. You know, what actions do you need to take around the spiritual side to make you feel better. But also it's saying if there's a bigger circle of people that you're engaging with, make sure that you do what is right for you. So just because you have this particular status and maybe something that you are presenting to the world at large, just be careful that you make sure that you follow what you believe is the right thing to do rather than trying to stick with the crowd, is what I also want to say. Wow, what an interesting reading. Absolutely lovely. I don't know where to put those so you can see them. I'm going to put those just... There's writing everywhere, so that's rather tricky. I'll put those just there for now. Lovely. Okay, so if you want to work with me individually, you can contact me for one-to-one readings on www.foxglovecoaching.com, and there's a page called Let's Talk, and we can do a one-to-one reading, or you can work with me on life and love coaching or therapies and all sorts of things. So check out my website and it'll tell you more about who I am and what I do. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if it resonated so that we can build my channel and I can touch more people with the energy that I'm sending out in a positive way. Thanks ever so much. Goodbye. Hello, Pile 2. Okie dokie. So, Pile 2, before we even start, I am going to say this was a very odd card choosing pile because things kept falling out and I was indecisive. I was like, did that mean to fall out? I don't know what came over me. So I would say there's an element of that where you are maybe uncertain about how to proceed in life at the minute, or you're questioning yourself too much rather than trusting and going with the flow. Now, that even started off, to be honest, with these first cards, because the card that actually came out for me to use, as I probably said, was the grizzly bear, which is all about your own full empowerment. See how there that says, I am indestructible. I honour my intuition and I go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. So there's that potential for you, but I believe this is actually the energy that you're living in, which is very, very nice because black bear's my favourite. Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Do you see the difference? So we've got one that's a little, I mean, crikey, they're gorgeous and beautiful, don't get me wrong. You know, they're the cuddly sort, the loving, heartfelt, really sweet ones. But there's an anxiousness about, you know, give me your confidence and power. Whereas this grizzly bear goes, I'm indestructible. I've got the power. So I feel like you might be living in this energy and not realizing that you have all of this powerful energy within you and you can be both. You don't have to be Sometimes we're afraid that if we're not nice all the time, that we'll be seen as bad people. But having confidence about what we want and who we are, and being able to make a decision based on what is right for us individually, isn't a bad thing. It's okay to make choices that are right for you. It's okay to be empowered, to say what you want, to do what you want, to make things happen. That isn't a bad thing. You can still be loving and caring while also making choices that are empowered and direct and, look here, I will succeed. So I'm going to put those just to the side here, and we'll see, because that's what's residing over this reading. So put all those lovely bears there, and let's have a look what we've got next. So the next card of how the animals of the Appalachian Trail are here to give you a message. We've got zebra. Oh, and this ties in beautifully. I can see straight away, just from that bit. Let go of your fear. Let go of your fear that's here and be the grizzly bear. And know that you are safe and protected at all times, which is perfect because this one is saying, help me protect the ones I love. So when it says know that you are safe and protected at all times, it's also allowing you to rest in the notion and the understanding that your loved ones are also safe. So let's just put that there and we'll see how this pans out. Oh, interesting. We've got elk next, which was not this version of the card, but elk was the pile one as well, which is interesting. So it says, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Now, interestingly, what I said about pile one, although it's different to this, I said that it was a cheerleading reading to give pile one a little bit of a boost to understand that they're capable of being absolutely everything they are. This is starting to feel like a cheerleading reading to me as well. So perhaps the people out there who are seeing these readings are needing a little bit of a confidence boost. So stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. So don't let anybody walk all over you. Again, I'm going to come back to be a bit more grizzly bear. You are the beautiful black bear. You have that energy, that embodiment, that kindness and gentleness, and just adorable. But you can be tough too, and this is your cheerleading reading now, where believe in who you are, stand tall. You are unique. There is nobody like you on this entire planet. There's nobody like you. You are the only one. So make it count, because you matter just as much as anybody else, is what I'm going to say. Right then, so next we have, that's nice, isn't it? Next we've got B, community. I like that because I did notice on here there's a little bee there doing its thing with the community, because bears love honey, don't they? I believe. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So again, powerful. You can be empowered. Whatever the fear is, or anxiety, or lack of confidence that's holding you back, it's time to release it and let it go now, because it's not true. It's just a perception. It's just a story that you're telling yourself. You are actually so appreciated by your community. Your work blesses everything you touch. This bit about being open to receiving sweetness is interesting, because sometimes we can end up eating quite a lot of sweet food, which is interesting because this is the honeybee. Well, it might not be a honeybee, it's a bee, but you associate honey with bees. When we're in a mentality of lack sometimes, if we feel like we haven't got enough love, or enough people or enough money or enough things, or, if we feel like we aren't entitled to have enough, we can actually end up going for sweet foods as well, because we want that to nurture us and to make us feel better. But you are, whether you're male or female or non-binary, you are the queen of abundance. You can manifest whatever you want to manifest. You just need to believe it fully and wholeheartedly and knock away those cobwebs of doubt. Anything that's lurking in the background of your psyche, you stand tall, and own it that you are capable of manifesting whatever you wish to within your life. Now then, I'm wondering, I might need to move these over a little bit to fit things in. Just move this over a little bit like that. So the next guidance card is Frog. Oh wow, Prosperity. These are following on nicely. So you are the Queen of Abundance here. And then we've got the Frog card here about prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Goodness me, things are wonderful. Honestly, this is so great, because it's just saying, if you let go of your fears, own who you are and be proud of who you are, you've got all this people and stuff and, whatever you require abundance-wise. Look at all the colours and the transformation that a frog goes through. They're absolutely gorgeous. So you are coming into your own. I'm going to put it out there. Maybe you're coming into a glow-up. Maybe you are coming into a time where, because you are letting go of the fear and anxiety around this, claiming your own power, letting go of your fear, then as you do that, more colour will come into your life. Your life will be full of colour, love, financial prosperity, just by being who you are and stepping out of any fears that you had. So I need to put that there because I haven't got loads of space. There we go. Right, let's see what's next. This is very exciting. I'm very excited for you. It's lovely so far. So what else have we got? Oh, no, yes, this too fell out here. This is interesting. Given that we've just had prosperity and community. So perhaps this is what's leading on to, if you let go of the lack of confidence, you will step into a new role, whether it's a new full-time, job that you're doing totally, or whether it's something that you apply your own social time to. It looks like you're going to bring money in by doing something that's more in keeping with who you are, because you are manifesting abundance in your life. And alongside that also fell out sentimental feelings. So feel your way into what you should be doing. If you're looking for a new career, feel which option is correct rather than using your logical mind. Feel which one makes you feel happiest rather than trying to do what you think is the right thing to do, because that will be your soul shining its light in the direction of which way you should go. Let's put those there. So next we've got the challenge. Oh, how interesting. This was Pile 1's challenge as well. This is about trusting your intuition. It's about trusting your psychic and energetic abilities at a spiritual level. It says, know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within, or shaman, wherever you are in the world. What a beautiful card. This is absolutely amazing. And I love the shamanic practices. I think they're very strong, grounding, and really help us to live as a spirit in an earthly life. So trust that you have got the intuitive, energetic, healing, all those elements. You've got those abilities to support making the right choice. And it's another bear. Wow, we've got a real bear theme going on in this reading, haven't we? So you can be all these different facets of bear, basically. You have all that within you. It's a bit like the maiden mother crone concept where, we have those different elements all within us. So don't ignore any of them. Be all of these and allow yourself to recognize that you are capable of being confident and indestructible, spiritual and intuitive, gentle and wise. Absolutely brilliant. Right, what's the advice? I just gave you some advice, but we have got cards for that. New opportunity. Well, crikey. This is an exciting reading because we've got new opportunity, new career. You've got this shift emotionally so that you're stepping out of fear, moving into confidence and power, prosperity, abundance. Crikey, this is absolutely marvellous. What else we got? Oh, 2 fell out here as well. Inner power, inner child. Okay, so the advice is trust. It's a bit repetitive actually, because we keep going over the fact that you need to embrace your inner power. So let's talk about that a bit more. Why does that keep coming up? So that's usually around the solar plexus. So to help you with this, what you might need to do is, if you can put something yellow over that area, so it's 2 finger widths above your tummy button and 2 finger widths in, and that's where the seat of your soul is. But that's kind of where the solar plexus point is, and that's all to do with empowerment, intuition, willpower. So you could either work with the colour yellow quite often. So if you can put something, say like if you've got a yellow sweatshirt or a yellow t-shirt or something that you could wear that covers the solar plexus element. I'm going to show you on this lady. Hold on. So it's about, see where the little star is, just there. So it's in the middle there. In the middle is where the solar plexus is. And quite often, if things have happened in our childhood where we've been a people pleaser, then sometimes our own willpower and self-confidence, self-esteem and all of that sort of stuff doesn't actually progress as healthily as it could do to enable your soul to make the right choices for you. And it's interesting that we've got inner child here, so it might be worth, if you actually want to do any work with me, inner child work, to resolve anything that's preventing the solar plexus from being at its true strength for you as an individual person, you're perfectly able to do that with me. You can go on to www.foxglovecoaching.com. There's a page called Let's Talk. Just fill that in to say you need to do some solar plexus and inner child work, and we can talk about how we can do that. But in the meantime, if you can work with the colour yellow, you can even do some colour breathing into that area where you breathe. Imagine breathing in a yellow light or a gold light even into the solar plexus area to help to ease and soothe anything where you might have suppressed your intuition or your own willpower, which is very important. But as children, we're quite often taught to suppress what it is that we want or what we want to do, to try and get us to conform to society, really, which is good in some ways, but it depends how far it goes. There's all sorts. I could talk about that bit forever. But anyway, if you want to go through that with me at all, you can contact me directly. But use your own. The inner child and the inner power are very important for this new opportunity and this potential new career, whether it's your full-time job or something you're wanting to do in addition to the work that you do. Right, let's see what else we've got. So, more advice is you are stronger than you could ever imagine, which is kind of backing up everything we've said. Invite in ease and flow. So just allow it to run smoothly. Just invite that in. Ask Spirit, ask your guides, ask your ancestors, please can things go with ease and flow? Or you can do an affirmation to say, my life flows with ease. Now then, the two final cards that I got just to conclude this reading overall from the Unicorn, Doreen Virtue Unicorn cards, because we're doing animal readings. We have got water. Drink more water and eat foods with water in them, such as fresh fruits and vegetables. Okay, that makes a lot of sense because that'll be about cleansing and clearing as well. And if you have got underlying anxieties or fears, you'll want to clear those away. So you can always take salt baths, which help to clear any negativity. And being near water, flowing water, the sea or a lake or a river or a stream, will help the ions released from the water as you walk along those areas really clears away any fears and concerns. It really helps you to be more positive. Share. So these are the final two concluding cards. When you share, everyone feels happy. How lovely. So if you're a very private person, allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to be part of things and be included in things. But also, you might want to share food you've made. You might want to ask somebody to go for a walk with you down. That's what I often do. I walk. I either go to the beach, to the sea with people, or I'll go for a walk where there's rivers and streams and things like that. But just share who you are as well. Be open about talking about who you are. All these different elements of who you are. Because it'll make you feel less isolated, less alone. And it'll allow you to be included. And, you know, one thing that we tend to want is community. At a primitive level, quite often, there is a desire to be part of a community. So just allow yourself to be part of that. I wish you a wonderful day. If you do want to make a one-to-one appointment for a spiritual guidance reading with me, you can do that as well on www.foxglovecoaching.com. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can, so that I can reach more people and help more people if possible. And have a wonderful day. Take care. Goodbye. Hello, Pal 3. Welcome to today's reading of Messages from Animals of the Appalachian Trail. So, you have picked the heron, which is patience. And as I tune into this card, it's just lovely and relaxed and calming, and the colours are so serene. Now, interestingly, normally, if I'd have received a patience card, I'd have been frustrated because I'm terribly impatient with myself, very patient with other people, but just not patient with myself at all. However, tuning into this card really makes me feel so much calmer, and it's absolutely lovely. And what's interesting about the heron is it waits in stillness. And the only thing that moves is its eyes as it waits to dive in to catch its prey. And it takes its time. And sometimes in life, you know, timing is everything. Synchronicity, the synchronicity of when things happen is important, because it's important that not only are we ready, but it's important that the people who we are going to impact upon, or who are involved, sometimes they need to be ready as well. And we need to have a lot of trust and faith that things will happen at the right time. So this says, create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. That's absolutely lovely. So that is the overriding card of this reading. And that's, so you need to take your time and sit in stillness and just wait for things to happen. But let's see what else there is to be said. It's interesting that it says patience will bring you rewards. So good things are coming. You just need to give it a little bit more time. So let's just have a look. So, we've got honeybee. Now, interestingly, each of the piles that I've done today have tied in a little bit together. There's been a similar card or the same card in each of the piles. So there must be something going on planetary-wise and astrologically, so that we're all needing a bit of the same thing. Let compassion and forgiveness be your top priority in this situation. That's interesting, partly because you attract more bees with honey than vinegar is what pops into my mind. So if you can allow compassion in the way that you view things, that is the true embodiment of love. Quite often we can be triggered by something because it's pushing on an experience that we've had in the past, in which we feel fear or anger that we may be hurt or disrespected, or there's or somehow something negative is going to be in place for us. But actually, if we look compassionately at what is going on and don't take things personally, but rather observe what is happening, then quite often that leaves us unharmed and unstung, is what I'm going to say. So let's just pop that there, and we'll see what else comes up in this reading. The next card is Goose. Oh, interesting. Take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. So that again is telling you to stop. Now I wonder, with this in mind, given that there's a bit of a running theme with these cards as we go along so far, maybe the compassion and forgiveness is actually also towards yourself for not getting as far and as fast as you expected to, or for not completing something that you thought you were going to, because it's taken longer than you were expecting. But it's advising you do need to rest and recuperate rather than continuing with what it is, because you're just going to cause negativity towards yourself by keep striving with it. Sometimes it's important that we gather our strength, that we gather our energy in readiness for the rewards, so that we can actually enjoy and cope with the rewards. Let's see what's next. Squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future and life will give you all you need. So basically, step back, take time out, recuperate from whatever's been going on in your life, and make a plan of what it's going to look like going forward instead. So sometimes it's best for us to stop. When I used to work in corporate businesses and people were absolutely drowning in work, they'd be pushing and pushing and pushing and fighting to try and get on top of it all. But actually, what they needed to do was stop, because they were getting in such a state of distress that they needed to stop, reassess, write a list, and then kind of plan and take a time out. And sometimes that gets us further, faster than it does to keep climbing and, racing against the wind, if you like. I'm going to put that on there. So next we have got prosperity. This came up in one of the cards as well. So let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune awaits you. So it is coming. It's said that twice now. Patience will bring you rewards. Abundance and good fortune awaits you. Good things are coming. You just need to take time out and heal a little bit from what's happened, and make a little plan. So just slow down and know that the past doesn't need to be your constant story. You can let go of it and you can have a new, exciting, positive life. Embrace change. I mean, heck, the frog transforms from a tadpole into this, into a frog. That's a big shift and change. Sometimes we expect changes to go so quickly, but actually we don't realise, even if they're just happening on the inside, how dramatically huge they are. So just give yourself time and patience, and the good fortune will come. Right, what have we got next? Finances. So this is showing a lot, it's come after prosperity. Things are going to be, it's worth focusing on your finances, just understanding where you're at with them, and then taking time out to make sure that you've got a plan, to make sure that you've forgiven yourself if you've done anything wrong where they're concerned in the past. Take a time out and stop striving, and maybe stop spending for a little bit, just so that you can wait for this prosperity to come, because it is coming. It's said that several times. This whole reading feels very much like you need to calm everything down and slow everything down, because sometimes when we rush things, we can delay things that don't need to be delayed. Just slow things down, allow healing to occur, allow your financial situation to settle, so that the new and the good and the great can come through quickly and easily at the right time. So the challenge card, this is crazy. The challenge card, this has been the challenge card for every single reading so far, and it says, know that challenges make you stronger. So there's something where all of you who have chosen to watch the readings that I'm doing all have a similar element of needing to rely more on the spiritual aspect of who you are, whether that's your intuition, your healing abilities, your mediumistic or energetic capabilities, to rely on the shamanic practices that you have. Now, this is interesting because I am part of a shamanic group or shaman group, depending where you are in the world and how you pronounce it. So I'm wondering if most of my shamanic friends are going to watch this and I need to give them a reminder to rely on the mystic elements of who you are at a shamanic level. Have faith when you face adversity. Sorry, I can't even say that properly. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. So it's very much, again, about taking time out to relax, slow down, embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Absolutely stunning card. Absolutely stunning. And, the bear, maybe, I don't know if the polar bear does actually. I was just debating. It can't go into hibernation, surely, because it lives in the cold all the time. But it's very resilient to what comes at it in life. Let's put that there. There is such a feeling of slowing down with this reading. Let's see what the advice is. Breaking free. So part of this is potentially breaking free of the cycle of having to go at a certain speed and a certain way and doing things in a certain conformity, allowing yourself to step away from that, to be love is what I want to say, to be free at the frequency of love, where so much doesn't matter that we embrace in this society. You know, there's so much that just doesn't matter when you're travelling at the frequency of love. So just allow yourself to get a higher perspective about what you're doing in your life, who you're being, and how you're living it, so that you can be free of the shackles that some of the different elements of our current society kind of condition us into. This is more advice, raising your standards. So this helps when you stop and slow down. You start to consider, what do you really, really want? Who do you really, really want to be? Who do you want in your life? And then you go, no, these are my new boundaries. This won't do for me and that won't do for me. And this is the way I want to live. And by putting that notion out into the universe, just by having that thought and then by living it, you start to invite new and wonderful things, new prosperity, new abundance, new good fortune into your life. Let's put that there. So here are some of the final advice cards. Let gratitude guide you. So sometimes when we slow down and take time to rest, the best thing we can do is look at what we're grateful for in our life. What do we really enjoy having in our life? What do we enjoy doing in our life? And do more of those things and be around those things more, because it'll make your heart shine and it'll help to guide you in which direction you should go. This is the final advice card. You are more than enough in the world. I want to say around this one, this is actually massive. The amount of people who don't believe that they are enough, so they possibly spend all their money on people to try and make them feel like they're enough and to make them love them, or they spend money to make themselves look better, so they'll create these amazing looking homes and have amazing cars and all those sorts of things to try and be more than they are of what they feel inside, when actually all they need to do is be themselves. You don't need to have all sorts of fancy, shiny, wonderful, commercial things to be enough. You don't need to be anybody else. You just need to be you, because you are enough. And whatever you want to create in this lifetime, you can do just by being yourself. So I'm just going to pop that there. Now these two cards are the two that I picked from Doreen Virtue's Unicorn pack. They're the ones that fell out. The other concluding cards in this reading. So the first one that we've got, oh look, just be yourself. So which ties in with, you are more than enough in the world. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. Yes, totally. Absolutely. You are wonderful just as you are, unique. And I have said this on the other readings as well. There must be a thing. Like I said, there must be some planetary thing where people need a little bit of a gentle or a big cheerleading boost of self-confidence, self-worth and self-love. So take that as validation that you are wonderful just as you are. Let's see what the other one was. Oh, and you need a good laugh. So while you're taking that rest and respite, and you're taking some time out, and you take time to rest and recuperate, laugh, Nothing clears away negative energy, darker energy, like laughing. So watch funny things on the TV. Move away from anything that's depressing or dire. You know, whether it's TV, music, people, choose things that are light and bright and cheery and allow you to have a bit of a laugh. I must admit, I did go to see Daredevil versus Wolverine, the film, the other day, and it's probably not for everybody because it's pretty politically incorrect, but I have never laughed at a film so much. I don't think there's ever been a film that I've laughed so regularly through it. I loved it, so I highly recommend it for adults only who've got a strong constitution, because it is rather a pushing the boundaries of life, but that's part of what makes it so funny. So if you do want to work with me, either if you want to book a one-to-one reading, or we can do love and life coaching, just have a look on my website. It's www.foxglovecoaching.com, and there's a bit that says let's talk. You can fill that in and we can work together to do whatever you like, really, that's on my website. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe so I can reach more people and grow my channel and have a positive impact on the world. And have a wonderful day. Thank you. Goodbye.